it, and you're like, oh, I don't know about that. Really? Oh, Mr. Johnson, are you serious about all that stuff? You know, they start to go, there's a switch that flips. Because the fun dad can get really dark really quick. And I think this was the switch that flipped where he started looking at his son and his friends and going, we're going to overthrow this government. And I bet everybody's like, it started as a joke. Like, okay, we're gonna go up to the Congolese palace and what? And this guy was deadly serious. And he got shot in front of everybody. And they were relieved when he got shot. They were like, thank God, because that was rough. And that now they get put in jail, and I don't know what happens to them. Utah parents terrified.
We don't know where he is. We don't know what he's doing, what he's going through. We're just terrified.
For now, they can only wait for any news from the State Department.
I mean, we get to trust that it's their job, right? And that it's what they do, and their job is to look after American citizens. And
what an interesting take, by the way. By the way, what an interesting take. It's like, this is the problem with institutionalists. She's like, well, we just have to trust that it's their job, and their job is to look after Americans. Your son tried to overthrow the government of the Congo. The State Department's job's kind of to, like, ignore that. What are they going to do? Your son was involved in a coup attempt. They don't give a... She's like, well, it's their job. It's the State Department's job. I'm sure they deal with this all the time. I'm sure they deal with people from Utah accidentally doing a coup all the time. And we just have to be... You know, we just have to have faith and try. Dude, the State Department is busy with all this shit going on with Israel right now. Can you imagine knocking on... Hi, are we doing anything about the Utah teenager who's stuck in the Congo? Hey, get the fuck out of my office. Okay, how about you get the fuck out of my office, okay? I'm on the fuck up to my head in fucking Rafah. I got incursions. I got headless babe. Everybody's bleeding. You think I give a shit about a retard from Utah trying to overthrow the government of the fucking Congo? I hope they kill him. And I hope they use that fucking thing where they smear honey all over you and let fire ants eat you, or bees or something. I read about that. I don't know if that's what they actually do or if it's sort of a racist thing that I was reading. But the point is, it's a cool punishment nonetheless. But nobody at the State Department, this is not priority one. Russia, Ukraine, China, Israel, Palestine, and then these fucking lesbos. Sorry, ladies. This is their job. I'm sure they're really concerned about our son there. This is their job, isn't it? Isn't this what they do? That's not what their job is at the State Department. Someone should explain to these women that's absolutely not their job at the State Department. That is not their job. Their job at the State Department is to try to figure out how to say that Rafah attack was caused by lightning. Like a heat storm. That's their job at the State Department. They're sitting around going like, well, what if there was just, could we engineer footage of lightning striking that camp? Maybe lightning struck a pile of ammunition. Well, have you ever heard of an electrical storm? They're actually quite powerful. That's their job at the State Department. Not this. But anyway, let's finish this up.
That literally all we can do at this point is trust that they are going to do that job.
Yeah, it's sad. Well, here's the good news. If the kids get out of jail, they have learned a humongous lesson. It is a lesson that you'll never learn at summer camp. You learn you cannot trust a charismatic psychopath. Because now Bud Munster said to me once, this was after the second boating accident, he said, you have to stop hanging out with me. I'm trying to kill myself. And I kind of internalized that, and I was like, oh, I see. Charismatic people can get you killed. Charismatic people can get you killed. Most people suck, so they cannot convince you to do anything. Really, they can't. Most people are just like, hello. Who's that, Christian Malanga?
Yeah, and his son.
Yeah, that guy was an intense guy, but I bet he was fun. Get a close-up on him. Yeah. That guy's a charismatic guy. He is a charismatic individual. And he convinced his son's friends to go to the Congo and try to overthrow a government. Not all at once, by the way. He was just like, you come to Africa. You learn how to be man. You learn how to be man in Africa. You in America, you're all faggot. But you come here, you learn to be man. And they're like, what does that mean? They don't know. They think it's going to be fun. They think it's going to be like American Ninja Warrior. But instead, this guy gets shot in the head in front of them. But I'll tell you this, you learn the limits of, and you got to ask for the receipts a little. I guess that's what you learn after you've watched your friend's father get killed in a failed coup attempt. If you make it out of the Congo prison, which, by the way, they might not, and our government should spend zero time trying to make that happen. Like, literally, the effort should be one phone call to the Congo. You go, hey, how do you feel? How do you feel about this? We'll give you a couple of bucks, nothing crazy. We'll give you a couple of bucks. We'll send you like 10 G's. Something like that if you let this guy out. We got too much going on. And they should tell the mother that. They should tell the two lesbians that. They should tell them, they should go, we got a lot going on. Like, they probably call the State Department every day going like, hey, what's the deal with our son? And then you go, hey, lady, I don't know if you've heard, but we got a lot going on. We got a lot going on. It's getting real hot out there. And we don't know where your son is. We haven't heard from your son. If we hear from him, we'll pass the message along. But we're busy. We're busy. And they may never see him again.